Okay, okay.
We don't do that. We don't do halves. We don't do it. We stick to
Oh man, no.
Black burn.
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else. You're here with me. Back with a new movie review. I'm JB.
I'm Ken.
And today we're going to be reviewing
Pearl.
Yes, Pearl. This movie is directed by Ty West.
Yes.
Might know one for movies he directed, such as
X.
Yes. X. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into those actors and actresses. This movie is starring Mia Goth. I know her from previous movies such as
X.
Yes.
She was in X.
She was in X.
Yes. Make sure you check out a review on X.
Yes, we did do a review on it, so make sure you check that out. Also starring this movie, we have Tandi Wright and Matthew Sunderland.
Mm-hmm. We don't know.
I don't know, there was in a lot of movies, but
Yeah. I don't have enough.
one familiar
with those.
with a lot of them.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into that plot.
So a young woman lives on a farm with her parents, and she has big dreams to be on the big screen. So basically what it is.
Yes, you have a young lady that is living that farm life, and farm life is not where it's at. So she would like to expand her life. You know, she wants to go out and live abroad, and she wants to, you know, she sees herself in the pictures. You know, she wants to be one of these ladies dancing in the movies, and she just wants to figure out how to live a different life. And she is set on doing whatever it takes to get this type of life.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the lights.
I like the darkness of the film. The darkness of the film is it's subtle at times, but then at times it's blatant. So I like that part of it as well. I like that.
I guess the darkness causes confusion, which can be a plus and a minus if you don't like being confused. Because I think sometimes with some people, if they go to a movie and they are not, you know, totally comfortable with understanding what's going on, they might check out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. Why is she doing this? Why I'm out. But if you if you wait on it, if you wait long enough, then you can actually start to see what's really going on. And so that could be a plus and a minus. And also, if you didn't know, this actually is a prequel.
Yeah.
This is a prequel to X.
Yes.
So that also brings an era of, okay, so how is this connected to X?
Yeah.
And so if you have seen X, then maybe it makes this movie easier to be digestible. I don't know if it was that much for us. And I guess it might be because we necessarily didn't do a lot of research or whatever, which I think is good and I think helped our viewing experience, because the whole time we're trying to figure out, you know, we're trying to figure out the characters, figuring out how people are connected, figure out what exactly is going on. And so as you continue to watch and you're trying to figure out this character and why she's making the decisions that she's making, and dark things start taking place, and it more so, it makes your wheels turn even more. Like, what's going on right now?
Yes.
Like, why is she doing this? Like, what? And so I can see, you know, I can understand, you know, the whole idea of darkness and what's going on with that. Any other likes?
Well, you said it was a prequel, right?
This is a prequel.
So this is a prequel. So my like is how the two movies go together.
Yeah, they're definitely connected.
Yes.
Again, it's and these movies, they're like, I don't know, low budget has a negative connotation. So I really don't want to say low budget, but these are kind of like low budget films, so to speak. They're not, you know, what almost everybody's accustomed to, or what every movie has to be some big, grand, you know what I'm saying, earth-shattering type movie, and they're not. These movies are really grounded, and that they're really based around the characters that are in these movies. And so when you find out that it's a prequel, you know, you're trying to, again, get your wheels turning, you're trying to figure out what's going on. And unless you do a lot of, I don't know, unless you're just some super sleuth person, I don't know, maybe we're just not, we didn't catch on as fast.
Yeah.
But we were trying to figure out, and
I was confused at first.
I definitely was confused at what was the
connection.
Yeah, what was the connection? Like, how are these movies connected? What's going on and whatever.
Right.
And so, but once you figure it out, you have a huge aha moment. Like, oh, this makes now it makes sense. And I don't know would I recommend that you see this before you see X? I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. That's a question. If you've seen X, maybe we can comment below.
Yeah. Which one do you think you should see first?
Right. Which one should you see first? Should you see this then X, or go ahead and see X first and then this?
Yeah.
But it's an interesting way. Like it's different from a lot of movies that are out there and showing particular characters and gaining more information on characters and when it comes to grandmas and granddads and just lineage and how everything is connected and trying to figure all that out.
Yeah.
I think it does an interesting spin of figuring that out. It kind of keeps you. It only reveals layers. You know what I'm saying, for you to figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and get into your dislikes?
Well, I got one more like.
Okay, well, get into your
one more like is Mia Goth. Mia Goth acted her patootie off. Yes, she is the epitome of a psychological thriller actress. Like, she gives you all the mental health, and all the feels, all the mental health. Like, what is going on with you, lady? What is wrong? Like, you get that from her performance in this movie.
Yeah, you definitely.
What in the world?
You cannot. You gotta keep your head on a swivel.
Absolutely.
Because you never know what she's gonna be on.
No.
And she gives you, what I'm saying? She gives you, like you said, with her performances, with her facial expressions, with
the
and shout out to T West too, because Ty West. I mean, the T West, Ty West, one of them, on both of them. I'm coming from the decisions that he puts her in, and she just goes in and she nails them. And so when she does these different things, like the first. I feel like the first 30 minutes of the movie, I feel like my forehead was just frowned up. Like, I could feel it, like, because I was trying to figure out, like, what am I watching?
Yeah,
what is going on? Why is she, what? It was just like, what? Like, I just had question marks, like, across my forehead, like the first 30 minutes of the movie. But I think that made it an enjoyable experience because, you're trying to figure out what is really going on. And I don't know if you really quite ever understand what is going on. And I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Now you want to get into the dislikes?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Okay, yeah. This movie was not a movie that I want to watch like multiple times. It was kind of a laggy. It's kind of laggy, draggy, and at times boring. But it was cool, but it was kind of boring at times.
I totally disagree.
You think it was? It kept your attention the whole time?
Yes, because I'm trying to figure. Because you're again, as we alluded to, that you're trying to figure out what's going on, and so yes, it's a slow paced. It's definitely slow paced movie, but you're trying to figure out what is making this character tick, like what's going on, and the different things that are going on in the movie, and when she decides, that's what I'm saying. It's a slow. It's like, I mean, I can understand what you're saying. I mean, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want you to be like everything doesn't
have to be like entertaining,
right? I mean, I don't want you to be like the average viewer, because I feel like the average viewer sometimes be like, stuff have to be, people got to be flipping across the screen, and something has to be like, it's the subtleties that take place, and I think that's what this movie is doing. Like it's and kind of similar to X. It's kind of the same directing style, and maybe that's why they are related or whatever. Because you really don't know what's going on. Like, stuff is happening, but nothing is happening.
Right.
I think that's what it
I'm
is.
trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like so the nothing is happening is kind of annoying to you, but to me, like, my wheels were turning, and again, I had question marks. Okay, like where are we going
with this?
Where are we going? And that's what I'm saying. And you have to pay attention, because it looks like nothing is paying attention. Then the character says something, and you be like, what did she just say?
Right.
And
then like nothing's going on. And
then you see later on that she said what you thought she said. She said what she said.
She said what she said.
She absolutely said what she said.
Yes.
And so so it's like it is slow paced, but it actually gets into, it's all a part of the psychological, thriller or assessment of who this character is and why she is.
Yeah,
So,
I agree with that.
All right, so I guess we're going to get to our favorite part of the video, the rating.
Yes. I'm going to rate it a C.
Okay.
B minus C. That's
Bruh.
Okay.
We don't do that. We don't do halves. We don't do that. We stick to the
Oh
script.
man, no.
We don't do that.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a C because I'm not gonna watch it again. Probably it was good. It was but I just was so the way I felt after the movie was just like so. I was still
but you was
kind of
confused.
Yeah, I was.
But how did you feel?
I'm
gonna go ahead and interject. I'm gonna give it a B minus.
Okay.
And I feel like you should have gave it a B too because when once you figured out everything, then how describe
once
that.
you told me.
Once you figured that out, what was your feeling?
Then I was like, okay, I get it now.
And then everything that
everything kind of came. The cloud that was in my brain kind of slowly went away.
And then and how you felt about X? How did you think about?
I really liked X afterwards.
Exactly.
Yes.
So how can you get? I mean, you're well within your right to give what you're rating. But overall, you know what I'm saying? Really, it's the acting for me. Like you know what I'm saying? When it comes to Mia Goth, like she said earlier, like she puts on a performance.
She did.
And like I said, the movie is not interesting if it's not for her. And how she, what she does with this character and the decisions that she decides to make, and when it comes to, like I said, her facial expressions and then just things that she's saying, and the way that you go along on this journey with this character, and there are definitely some twists and turns.
Yeah, and it's most definitely the Pearl show. We didn't even need them other characters.
I mean, no, we needed those characters because they are a part or they help to show who she is.
Absolutely.
So I would recommend that you definitely see this and you see X. And so sometimes, like within a short amount of time, like whenever you see, if you see this, make sure you see X, or if you see X, make sure you see this. Make sure you see them.
Too.
And the interesting thing is, this is actually a part of a trilogy.
That's so where are they going after this?
So they actually have another movie that they're probably gonna be. I don't think they've shot it yet, but they will be shooting that soon. So that's even a more interesting thing that, in addition to the fact that this is a prequel, that they have a sequel. It's a trilogy, so they have a sequel to X after that. So yeah. All right, if you want to do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, bruh, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it. And you can see more videos like this one. And if you haven't, what am I supposed to be saying next?
And comment below.
Yes. If you want to go ahead and do us another favor.
Did we hit that bell too?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Hit that bell.
If you want to go ahead and do us a favor and hit that button and shake like a bell, if you go ahead and do that, you'll get notification.
Every time we drop a new video.
And if you want to go ahead and do us one more favor, if you want to go ahead and comment down below. Now we get into the comments.
Yes, there we go.
All right, and what should you comment?
What's your favorite slasher movie? What is your favorite slasher
Good question.
movie?
What is your favorite slasher movie?
Yes.
All right, we appreciate every single one of you, and I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.